You as a starseed living on Earth, if you have just discovered it or might think you're a starseed, this video is for you. If you already know it for longer, this video is for you. I'm talking about what it means as a starseed on Earth, where you're from, where you're coming from, why you're here, about the Earth's prophecy, about your connection with your higher self. So I'm going to talk and share with you what I believe is the most important thing as a starseed to do in this lifetime. So stay tuned. If this is a video you like, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Alice Roorda here, Spiritual Psychologist. And besides that, I'm a psychologist for over 20 years, starting as a normal, ordinary psychologist and more going into spirituality, looking for more and finding that there is a soul and a higher self, and you can connect with it and you can communicate with it. And there's a quantum field or a unified field, what you can connect to, where I connect to. And then you can see in other people's lives and, the psychic abilities. And the last roughly 1.5, 2 years, I found out most of my lives have been off planet. We have incarnations, many incarnations, and mine mostly have been off planet, as I believe it's my 7th life here on Earth. So I have devoted myself, not that long ago, to only work with starseeds. And it's not because I don't love the rest of you, of course. But I believe starseeds, we are here, or not I believe, I know, that as starseeds, that is those that are coming from outer space, yes, we do, that choose, that volunteered, that were asked to come here to planet Earth to support humanity's ascension. And of course, to have a great ride, and let's not forget that, to have a great experience and to learn a lot of things here on this planet Earth that wherever you come from is not available there, or at least more limited. For example, emotions, or when you're a non-physical body, food, a body, the pleasures of feeling temperature or silly things like that, which to us seem silly, but when you don't have that, is amazing to have. So what I want to do with this video, I don't know. I work absolutely intuitive, and I try not to prepare anything. So I just go with whatever comes up. It is a full surrendering to whatever needs to come through. So I just want to check in that. Okay, I need to talk more about being a starseed on Earth. I, on this channel, do channeling. I channel with extraterrestrial beings or angels or ascended masters. The other thing is I do quantum healing, where I connect with the field and have you connect to something that you wish for yourself. For example, to be in your highest timeline, or really be aligned with your higher self, or have that God consciousness or God's experience, rather, that experience of love, and wanting more of that in your life. And the quantum healing is simply releasing all the things that are in the way of you having that. It is just a beautiful way to go directly to what is needed. But I need to talk about starseeds on planet Earth. So there's many, so exciting. There's so many people waking up to the fact, I'm feeling something out there. I'm reading about starseed. I'm reading about extraterrestrials. Or you come across a video like this one, for example, or something else that you see you drawn into, because that's how it works. When you start waking up, when you're allowing yourself to become more aware of what you truly are. And perhaps that is a starseed. Perhaps it's an angelic soul that you are coming from, that you are part of, that you are. Or perhaps you're very earthbound. Now, I really focus on starseeds, but angelics, others from different realms, dragos, whatever, all of that is encompassed in it. But not so much earthbound. And the reason why is because starseeds have, and that's the common word I'm going to use, have so much more issues that are specific for starseeds, issues living here on Earth. For example, you might have felt your whole life pretty lonely. You might have felt, I don't know, I'm longing for a home, but I don't know, I'm here. I'm with my family. Why am I longing for home? Why am I not feeling in place where I am? Why am I feeling an outcast? Oof, makes me emotional. Because realizing that what you felt your whole life has a reason, right? And you're not alone in that. You're never alone. I don't know, I'm getting so emotional. So this needs to come through. This is so true to what a lot of starseeds experience. That feeling of being alone until the moment you start to find and connect with other starseeds, or with the fact that you starting to recognize that you are a starseed. And maybe you don't know yet. If this resonates in any way, then there might be something there. Hang on, I don't know what's coming. We will see. We will see. Just looking at the time. And to take it a step further, especially for those that are not aware, why on earth would you be on earth? Because as a starseed, you were called to come to the planet that has a prophecy. There is many wars out there in the galaxies, unfortunate. I always thought that it was difficult here, and out there would be unicorns and rainbows, so to speak. But it's not like that. There are also wars there. There's also lower frequencies, although a lot of where we connect with, I connect with, or use a starseed might connect with, are very high frequency beings. But not everything out there in the galaxies is like that. And there is a prophecy that this planet Earth, which is only such a tiny little planet out there, is going to prove, that's the prophecy, that's the story, that's been told many generations. There is that one planet called Earth, or I think it has other names as well, where the good and the evil is going to be united, where that diversity, where that dark and light is going to be united. And many others know how it feels to live in unity and not in duality, as we do on this planet, and in other star systems as well. Others might feel how it is to be in unity, but the prophecy is, if Earth, this low vibrational, low density Earth, where there's such a diversity, where there's such a division, it's the same word, I'm looking for another word, can't find it now. If they manage, then that is hope for the rest of the universe. Universes, galaxies. So we are an experiment in that way and in many ways, but let's not talk about that here. And to support that prophecies, to support that raising of frequency on this planet Earth, to raising the vibration, to raising the consciousness, which is all the same. It's all going aligned. A higher consciousness is a higher vibration and frequency. If then this human beings manage to elevate to a higher consciousness as a species, that's a lot, then that will fulfill that prophecy. When we all get into this unity consciousness. And now it's the same, but that's a horrible example. When there's a few sheep over the fence, then the rest will follow. But it's also for the frequency. You only need a certain amount of humans that can raise that frequency, that tip, basically that point, the tipping point for the rest to follow. So at the moment, what you see on planet Earth is a lot of people waking up, in the sense that they start to realize, oh, my human being, my human body, my 5 senses is not all that there is. The science that is out there is not confirming everything that's out there. There is more. There is a consciousness. That was my awakening, to realize, as it was then told to me, that there is a superconscious. And in hindsight, it is absolutely absurd, because I studied psychology and I have heard about it. But this is how it works with the human mind. I have a vision of the world. There's a worldview. There's a beliefs how things work. And anything outside of that is my subconscious so kindly diminishes, is not letting me see, in beautiful cooperation with my ego, is not coming to my awareness. So yes, and a friend of mine told, when I was starting to talk about the soul and the higher selves, he says, but I talked to you about that many years ago. I'm like, I don't remember. It wasn't in my worldview. So if you waken up, you broaden your worldview. You start realizing, oh, there's more outside what I believed was the truth. There's more outside, first of all, my limiting beliefs about myself. That I'm just saying in general, that I'm not significant, that I'm not good enough, that I don't matter, I'm not perfect, blah, blah, blah. You might have followed courses and things to broaden that one and to change that one. But that's still your human experience, right? And as a psychologist, I work with people, many, many people in my private practice and my refugee work that I did for many years, to uplift their life, right? To have a better life, to increase your well-being. And even if it's a little bit, it's a huge impact on how you are with yourself and your surrounding, which has that beautiful ripple effect. So where was I with that? So what I've learned as a psychologist, and you know I'm a spiritual psychologist, is first of all that you can expand your awareness by growing, right? All within your human experience. And then I started to understand, okay, there is a wider perspective. Our human being is only a limited part of what we are. We are our higher selves. We are our soul, however you want to call it, or a higher consciousness, which is having a human experience and many other experiences. Most of my other lives, of most experiences that my soul or my higher self has, are outside of this earth. And there's only a few here. And you hear me speaking about there are now. There's not past and future. From that soul's perspective, from that higher self's perspective, there's no time and space. Oh, I'm putting a lot of concepts in here. There is no time and space. Everything happens at the same time. So all your different lifetimes are happening at the same time. Now, if this is new to you, if you want to think linear, past and present and future, do so. Don't make it more complicated than it is. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever you can grasp. So that higher self of you, that soul of yours, is having a human experience. Now, as a human, when we are born into this world, in the first beginning, the first years sometimes, depends on what you experience as a small kid, a small baby, you still remember that. You are that soul. That feels like home. Don't get emotional again, because I'm feeling it as I'm saying it. So our quest in life is then to forget and then to remember again, to go and search for who you truly are. And through that experience, that is the beauty of forgetting and starting all over every time. Through that experience, you pass it small. You can see it as a movie, right? As a quest, you go out on a search and you have difficulties to overcome, and you meet someone that supports you on the way, and you're going and you start to find the Holy Grail. so to speak. Your soul, your higher self. And also with that, your divine self, which is all the one and the same. But you start to connect more with that beautiful feeling of love, unconditional love, light and easiness. I always like to put with that. There's an easiness, there's a lightness with that. Okay, let's come back to the fact that you're a starseed. And your soul, your higher self, has many different experiences, most of them off planet. That's the definition of being a starseed. Just checking the time. And the quest is, here in this life, is to come back to who you truly are. Now that is one aspect, connecting with your higher self, right? That is something I do. I have been doing for a long time, first as a normal psychologist, but now very directly. I have you connect with your higher self in the matter of 10 minutes. That is not difficult. The difficulty is live from that place, and that's what I love doing. Having you connected with it, and I do this because when you're connected with it and you want to live in that connection, that's when you live in alignment. And I think that is why every human is in this lifetime. And as a starseed, and that's why I really focus on starseed, you want to find that. You want to find your soul print. You want to find your higher self. You want to live by your higher self. You want to connect with that and align with that. So you're on purpose. You're doing exactly, you're coming home, and from that homecoming, coming home to yourself, to your soul, to your higher self. And from that homecoming, you want to live your life. The added value as a starseed is that most of your lives have been off planet, where you have been a high frequency being. Or when we don't speak linear, where you are a high frequency being. So one part of it, I believe, is important for you to really live in that alignment, because there you can serve humanity the best, when you are in your high frequency. And secondly, is to start feeling more of your multidimensionality. In your case, as a starseed, your lives outside. Now, I'm not a fan of, that's just how I look at it. I'm not a fan of starting to remember every of your past lives, or your other lives, which is impossible. But you might want to connect with that one, and maybe many, do whatever. But I think it's helpful to connect with earthy, with your higher self, right? Really connect with that and communicate with that and get information from it. And your spirit, sorry, I'm coming back to that, with your spirit guides and your guardian angels, because they are the ones that really coordinate your life here and help you to stay in that alignment. And when you're not, getting you there, right? They little nudges and pushes and kindness in ways of directing you. And if you're not listening, it becomes stronger and stronger. If you having more struggle and difficulty through life, or an accident or something that makes you realize, losing your job, losing this, that, crisis, to get you realize, I'm not all that. I'm actually that soul, that higher self, having a human experience. Let me connect again with that. Let me live from there. And then, here it is. I believe it's important to connect at least with that one that is somewhere outside as a starseed, on a planet or a ship or a dimension, wherever it is. That was the one that got you here in this misery. No, I don't believe in misery. I think this place that we have here, this earth, is amazing. And if you feel miserable as a starseed, you're not living aligned. You not have there's so many things that you haven't accepted of you being here. You're not being of service when you suffer here, especially as a starseed. I'm going a bit all over the place, but having that connection with that starseed that got you, with your extraterrestrial being or light being or whatever it was that chose for you to come here to Earth. You want to connect with that. And sometimes it's part of your spirit team, but not always. I love for you to connect with that. That is what I do. That is what I support people in. I didn't want this to come out as me talking about how I can help you, but I think it's important. I think it's important. There's many videos here where I help you with that on this channel. So today, apparently, I hadn't planned it. It is me complaining to you. No, it's me explaining to you as a starseed what I think is most relevant for you to do. Is connecting with your higher self, is living in that alignment, that light, that beautiful being that you are. You coming home here in your body, embodying your higher self, your soul. Not out there. Out there is home, and you are there at the same time that you are here. You can connect and be connected with that at all times and be here on this earth plane. You have a job to do here. You have a mission to do here. You came here to serve. But let's make this the best time that you have here on earth, because you having the best time is you ascending, is you going and living in that higher frequency. And that's where you serve. As a starseed, you know how to do it. It's your natural state of being. So the more and more you connect with your soul, who knows this? Who is this? The easier it for you to live in that alignment. With that, you serve. Now you can also serve in the way like I do. I share and I do quantum healing and channeling, and I have my website and where I help people to really live that best life, right? And to really be of service. And to be well connected with your guides and spirit guides and angels and your higher self, and have them as guidance through your life. So it is easier for you to live that aligned life. So go and check out my channel. There's so many beautiful, beautiful things here on this channel. Can I say so myself? Yeah, I think being humble is no longer a thing if you're ascending. You just tell how it is, right? And I believe that is how it is. I love you so much. Appreciate you for wherever you are in your life right now. And I hope we meet again at another time. Bye for now. Bye-bye.